Welcome to Live from Center Stage. Tonight's guest, we have Emish. I'm so happy to hear you tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, welcome.
Thanks. Yeah, it was a nice drive over.
5 hours?
5 hours.
5 hours from New York.
Yep.
Is it Yonkers or?
Orange County, New York.
Orange County.
About an hour north of the city.
Not to be mistaken with Orange County, California.
Right. Also great music.
But I know you're from Buffalo.
Yes. Well, south of Buffalo, but
South
yes.
of Buffalo.
Yeah.
That's where you grew up? Or?
Yeah. And then Jen and I met at Fredonia.
See, that's a big thing. Didn't you all meet at Fredonia? No?
No, just
No?
Jen and I. But then later,
Mitch and
Andrew went to Fredonia, non-related to Emish.
Different times?
Yeah.
So how did you find them?
That's a good question.
Well, actually, my first year teaching, both of them were my students. So years later, they went to school, and Andrew came back and got reacquainted to the area, and just worked out timing-wise.
And so you had an Irish band. How did you find Bobby?
Well, that's an even funnier story.
I was working with other bands in a venue, and their band played the venue, and then I saw them, and then we met, and then we didn't exactly like each other right off the bat.
Wasn't on a good note.
But eventually it did, and then what happened was me and Jen started dating, and then their band broke up, and my band broke up, and then we said, hey, let's do something together.
So the universe kind of brought you together.
It did, and for the first year, it was the three of us, and we were trying to figure out songs and what we wanted to do, and then we got a bass player and a drummer, and it's been quite a run. It's actually our 10-year anniversary this past March.
10 years. I saw your first record was 2007.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That was This Is the Light, or
This Light.
This
Yep.
Light, and you
Yeah.
sung it tonight.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, and the second record was
In 08. It was only
a year
a
later.
little over a year later. Yeah.
One more round.
One more.
round. Yep. And then we had a lot of babies. Actually.
You're right, because it's not till 2011.
Actually, we had a lot of babies.
Yes. Well, and it was funny because the running joke for a while, because Jen was pregnant when we recorded This Light, and then we were both pregnant when we recorded One More Round, and then I was pregnant when we recorded Sinners and Sparkle. So the joke was, you know, somebody was always pregnant when we recorded CDs, but that has now ended.
Yeah.
But our favorite part of all that is Christy and I actually ended up delivering 3 hours apart on the same day.
Wow.
She went 2 weeks late, and I was 2 weeks, she was 2 weeks late, and I was 2 weeks early.
Yeah.
There is a family thing I've gathered from your videos. One for the Road, or it definitely has the fan video, which definitely has a lot of families, a lot of multi-generations in your video.
Yeah.
And then I saw someone get married on one of your, or
Bill.
proposal on one of your videos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had a fan.
Yeah.
We had a fan ask his girlfriend to marry him right on our stage.
Yeah, we're playing their wedding next October.
And then I saw the Emish for the Weemish. Emish,
Emish and Weemish. So Jen came up with a very clever name, you know, because she and Bobby had triplets as well, and they have 6 kids, and the clan was all very good friends and very musical, and our kids came along, and so she came up with the name Weemish. So
The Emish, Weemish of the Emish.
yes, they're very proud to be
there's-
Weemish.
There's definitely a family vibe
Yes.
Yeah.
For us.
with
yeah,
Irish
that's
music in
right.
general, and you are definitely a rock band with the Irish flavor. Is that how you describe it?
Yeah, we're an American rock band with Irish heart, and you know,
Some
or,
folk
or
in there.
yeah, some folk, and I love it because all of our kids have been up on stage with us.
Yeah.
So you're starting them to get to play with you,
They
keeping
like
it going.
Well, just 2 weeks
They
ago,
like
our daughters played in front of like 4,000 people with us up in Albany. So
Yeah.
It's a musical
great.
tradition.
Yeah.
I mean, you are oral history, musical
It's a big
history.
part of the Irish culture.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Yeah.
yeah. And what did you teach when you taught, when you were teaching?
Middle school music.
Oh, really? So you could definitely teach your kids.
sometimes.
Anything in particular? Were you teaching guitar
Band.
or band? Or?
Band instruments.
So you teach them all? All the woodwinds, and well, I see
And
accordion too. You
brass,
played accordion tonight, and horn and brass.
And percussion, you know, her drummer.
So you are multi-instrumental, and you're not the only one. You also play. Do you play something else
I
too?
do. I'm actually a strings teacher, so I play violin, viola, cello, bass, and you know I've dabbled in other instruments, but the string instruments are my main focus.
So you're both teachers.
Yes, and so is Andrew.
And Andrew, oh, that's right. I think I
Yes.
read it on Reverb Nation that
Yeah.
he has a classical training in drums
Yep.
and.
And percussion, and
Yeah.
yeah, he works with
Percussion.
intermediate
And
students.
Yeah.
So where'd you find Mitch? Mitch just.
Under
He
a
also,
rock.
he also went to school with Andrew, and they went to Fredonia for a while and came back to the area. And so Andrew introduced us to him, and he's been a perfect fit.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's hard to find a good clan. You use the word clan, Irish clan, to feel comfortable playing together. And you guys sounded wonderful tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, it's and just as important to us really is we always talk about it's people first, you know, and like we don't do this full time. We don't do it all the time because we have family and friends and we don't want to be on the road, you know, 300 days out of the year, and you know, to have people in our group that fit in and understand that is really important. You know, we don't want to just sell our souls to the road. You know, you can get swept up in it,
Yeah.
but we still have a lot of stuff to take care of, and we're very fortunate we get to do all of it. So
Yeah,
it's
we've
pretty
met some
awesome.
of the greatest people on the road. I mean, just people that have become like friends and family to us, and it's really a great opportunity.
Well, I noticed you played Celtic Fest and a bunch of fests, and I'm
Yeah.
sure one you've been going back to for years, 10 years, you say? There's one fest you've come back.
Buffalo,
I played a few,
Irish. Yeah, we
yeah.
played a bunch. Yeah.
So
and
you
we
are-
went to Las Vegas. We played Mandalay Bay out there for a
Yeah.
couple of years when St. Patrick's Day
The
fell on the
casino,
weekends.
it's casino,
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah,
yeah,
big
and
time.
Irish bars, and we played House of Blues. It was an awesome experience out there, and
Yeah.
we've been touring with the Dublin City Ramblers, who
Yeah,
are
Hands Across the
world-renowned.
Pond.
No, yeah,
Awesome.
talk about Hands Across the Pond, because that's a big thing.
Well, it's a huge opportunity for us. Our manager, sorry guys, our manager, John Ryan, also he manages the Dublin City Ramblers, and they've been doing it for 40
8
years.
gold albums.
8 gold
It's amazing,
albums.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
they're just an
incredible.
incredible band and a great bunch of guys.
Yeah.
And what it was his idea to match us up, who are like we're like a American folk with some Irish in it, and then have this incredibly classic Irish band, and to say Hands Across the Pond, reaching together and coming together. And the incredible thing is, we get up on stage, and when Sean and Pierce and Tom come up on stage, it's like this energy,
Yeah.
it's just incredible. And when we go up with them, it's just like we just have such a blast. Them guys are, pros. It's really great to go up there and learn from them guys too. We're
Yeah, we have a
really
lot of fun.
excited about it.
Yeah,
so we're
when
playing
we do
all
the
over.
concerts, we play some Emish songs, play some Dublin City Ramblers songs, and it's just a great experience to be able to do that. And
Yeah.
actually, they're featured on our most recent CD that we released just 3 weeks ago
3
now.
weeks,
That's the fifth
Emish
CD.
Live, the
It's
fifth
Emish
CD.
Live. Yeah, I
Yes.
didn't get to see with the track listing. I saw it on your Facebook page.
Yes, it's
Live.
featuring
Yeah.
kind of the favorites from fan favorites, and it also does have Forever Young on it, which is a new song for us.
That I wrote for
And-
our fans.
Yeah, and also Devil Went Down to Georgia. We have the rights
I
to
thought you were going
that.
to play that tonight. I saw it on
Yeah.
the list.
No, I guess we had a different request. So
Yes, that was also
yeah, but
Sparkle.
Sean
Coming
and-
off of Sparkle.
and Tom and Pierce are also on that CD, which was
Oh,
such a
good.
great opportunity. It was a Hands Across the Pond show that we did in Sugarloaf, New York. So
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun.
It was great.
Yeah.
You also did another project, Remember These Bones. You did, was it for vets, for veterans? You wrote the
Yes.
song for
Yeah,
veterans.
I wrote that for really for anybody that's in service of other people, especially our country. I always say on stage, we get to come out and we get to have a great time, and everybody's dancing and singing, and it's all really nice stuff. It's a wonderful atmosphere. And there's a lot of people that put a lot of stuff on the line so that we could feel safe and that we could be okay. And I just don't like to forget that. I have a son who's a Marine, and my whole family's police, and all. It's really important to us to just remember. Whether you agree with this or that, whatever, they're still putting their butts on the line for us, and we just like to give them a shout out.
yeah.
Well, it goes along with the idea of family
Yeah.
and music
Yeah.
and community.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
we
big
love
in the
that.
Irish community especially, I know.
Yeah, and it's pretty neat because being the songwriter, I just write songs, and then I bring the ones that I like to Christy and to Jen. Me and Jen obviously live together, so I say, hey, what do you think, Jen? And she goes, oh, I like that. And then I'll usually play it for Christy over the phone, and then when we get together, we'll sit down and we'll write it, we'll arrange it or whatever. And you know, it has to have that certain feel to it. But we pull from all different ways, and I never was involved in the Irish scene. I didn't grow up that way or anything. But then, you know, the Irish scene just grabs you, you know, and takes you in, and now, you know, it's just, there's so many wonderful things about it. And one of the things is family, you know, and that sense of working hard and doing, you know, doing it every day, and just really getting back to what it's all about, you know.
All the musicians are so supportive of each other
Yeah.
and just become friends as well.
I can see it
really
on your
great.
video, the one you made for your fans, especially. You go and there's groups of people with you and hugging
Yeah.
you, and it's
So fun.
amazing. That was great to do for your fans
Thank
too.
you.
Yeah, they're great. We love 'em.
We felt like it was a big deal getting to that 10 years, especially
Definitely,
all
yeah.
the things that we
How many
went
bands stay
through.
together for 10 years? I mean,
And like each other.
10 years and 9
I'm
kids.
sure they're out there. It's not just us, but yeah.
Yeah, we were very proud too.
so you write all the music.
I don't write all of our originals. I write.
traditionals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the originals I write.
Jen and I write tunes together, some of the
yeah.
instrumental stuff. Bobby and I have written some tunes
Yeah.
together, and we
Do you
do.
sing? Have you have a song?
I don't write songs.
But have you sung one yet? Have you?
No,
Are your
I don't.
vocals
We're
on any?
actually working on one.
Yeah, I was just gonna say on the way up here.
Yeah.
Fun
And
to
I
mention.
love your music.
Yeah.
Black is the
you.
color of my true love's hair.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, I love
Wayfaring
the
Stranger,
traditional
I
songs.
love
Yeah,
it.
Poor
Yeah, we
Wayfaring
do a lot of
Stranger,
arrangements
it's
of
great.
traditional
Love it.
Irish songs and things like that. Yeah.
We're trying to get her
Right
to
on,
sing
right
more.
on.
We're trying to get her to sing more.
Yeah, she says she's shy. She told me she was shy earlier.
Yeah,
I don't believe it though.
we'll
She
work
gets
on
up.
her.
She has another personality she puts up, and you guys do your choreography. I love your choreography.
Thanks.
Thanks. We
just
just
try-
have
Been
fun.
playing together for a long time, more than 10 years.
I just try not to hit anybody with my guitar.
Yeah, you're stuck in the middle. You're like,
I'm just like,
But I love that stuff when you can interact with each other, and it sure makes for a good communication and connecting on stage, and
Yeah.
it definitely connects to the audience. So I'm sure you get a lot of
Yeah, we just
people
have a
say,
lot
"I
of
love
fun.
that bit where you
Yeah.
yeah.
dance with each other with your fiddle and your flute." By the way, how did you get that flute?
Well, this right here is Bobby's Harley. He sold his Harley, and I got a new flute.
Yep. I said, you know what, hon, I don't want. We had 6 kids, so
You gotta make
I said,
sacrifices.
I said, I don't belong on a Harley with 6 kids. I mean, you just don't take chances. You don't need to take chances, and especially the way I drive. And so I said, I'm going to sell it, and you need a new flute. So let's go. So we went down to the city. It's actually a pretty cool story because we went to this place down in the city, and the whole place is yours. And they come out, this guy comes out, and he's got helpers, and they put out all like 50 flutes, and you're there for the day. And you play flute, she plays flute after flute, and you dwindle it down,
Do you get the right sound you want? Or?
Yeah, and they serve you lunch, everything there. It's actually pretty neat, you know. And then, in the end,
It was like flute player's paradise.
yeah.
Must have been fun going all day and having to. So how did you know that was the one?
You could hear it.
Well, you know, yeah, there's so many different,
Tones and.
yeah, in the action and the tone and the cut of the embouchure hole and all this different stuff. But it came down to a couple of them. And the guy that was helping us at one point, he said, "That's your one." And I said, "Why do you know?" He goes, "Because you dance when you play that one."
Ah,
So.
it's like the wand finds you in Harry
Yes,
Potter or
exactly.
something.
The flute found me.
The flute found you. I want to know about this tattoo, this Morrissey tattoo.
I'm a huge.
First I thought it was Elvis, then I thought, oh, maybe it's
No.
Perkins or.
You know, I'm a huge fan of Morrissey. I've loved his music.
You wrote a song.
I owed to Morrissey, yeah. Morrissey was a huge part of my life for a very long time. Just his lyrics were amazing. You know, I went through some stuff, and his lyrics were just right on.
Is there a song? Is there a song you like, or a song you would cover?
Yeah, I would cover every single one. I don't think Morrissey's ever put out a bad
It was
song.
Under the Bridge Under the Rusted Bridge We Kissed. What was that?
And we ended up with Sore Lips.
Sore Lips.
So yeah, like it was just a great time, a great part of my life. And then I was like, I want a tattoo.
Talk about emo.
Yeah,
Actually,
I want.
when we first started
When we
dating,
first started dating, I
the
just,
first song I heard was "Girlfriend in a Coma."
yeah, girlfriend in a coma.
I should have went running.
It was good it wasn't a 10-ton, every 10-ton truck would run
Killed
into
the
us.
both of us.
I would die by your side.
I mean, you just don't get lyrics like that.
No, you
know?
don't.
And I love all the stuff in the background too. Most people don't realize how
Johnny
much.
Marr, man.
Yeah, Johnny Marr is incredible.
How soon is now? That guitar
and
trick.
just the layering. There's so much layering of stuff in a lot of their
I
songs.
found out how he did that. He put all that sound through like a Leslie amp, but then he stacked the guitar, like 1,000 guitars on it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So it's boom, wow, wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow, wow. It's
Yeah.
unmistakable.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a Dwayne Eddy thing, but then
Yeah.
it was when I found out the magic, it's amazing.
Didn't Queen do that? Didn't he learn that from Queen, right?
Possibly
I think he learned that from
stacking
Brian May.
Leslie amps, stacking
Yeah.
wall of sound. It could have been also the other guy, the guy with the crazy hair, Phil Spector,
Oh, yeah.
the wall of sound.
Maybe.
And tonight, when you had a meal, what were your fortune cookies?
Oh yes, I had.
That was special.
Yeah,
That
it was
special to
crazy,
me.
yeah.
I
That was-
opened one and it said music. What was the quote about music? It said. Oh,
I don't remember what it
quote,
said.
but it was a musical quote.
Yeah.
So if music guides you through life or something like that.
The other one was about
And then I opened up a
violin.
second one because I thought maybe these are all musical, and it talked about the violin and how walking through life is like playing the violin.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Synchronicity,
Yeah?
kismet, whatever you call
I didn't
it.
open any more. I didn't want to break the,
Yeah, the
the
magic.
musical fortune.
And mine said that I'm surrounded by good fortune.
Yes, and beautiful ladies.
Yes, yes.
Well, I felt that tonight.
guys.
Yeah.
I felt the warmth and generosity of spirit and the magic of music and.
Well, and not for that, you guys are great. I mean, you
Yes,
just
it's
walk
beautiful.
in
The
and
warmth
made
of personality.
made feel welcome, and just I never felt in the way or anything, and nobody had anything negative to say, not one negative thing all day, So it was just really nice. We got to sit
Great
down,
day.
have a meal together. I mean, that's a great day.
Well, that's the magic of Ivan and live from
Yeah.
center stage. That's the magic.
We got to talk photography.
Yeah, I didn't know you were.
cameras, and-
He was a gearhead.
Yeah, oh man, forget it.
Photography.
Yeah.
Oh, we love cameras. We love cameras.
Love them.
Our thing.
Yeah.
Any shout outs? Any websites? Any.
Our
What's the next
website is
gig?
emishmusic.com, EMISH.
Yep.
And
Check
we're
us out on
on
list
Facebook,
You
yeah.
can sign up for. We're on Facebook, Instagram.
Where can we get that
Twitter.
new CD?
You can get it on cdbaby.com and iTunes. It should be available very soon. I don't
Yep.
think it's quite available right now,
I
but
saw it on Facebook, but I didn't see it available.
I think it's still in
Right.
the process.
Yes.
It was a teaser.
yes. We only got it released a few weeks ago, so it's a process.
I'll be
but
looking for it.
Yeah, Emish Live. It was a great time.
Yeah, it was
And
good.
there's also some videos that'll be coming out with that soon as well. So
Well, thank you very
Yeah.
much, Emish.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you,
us.
Andrew. Thank you.
Thank you, Christy, Bobby, Jen.
Thanks so much. It
I
was so
appreciate
great.
it. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
coming
man.
to
Thank
Live
you.
from Center Stage.
Thank you.
I gotta do the long lead.